Hello, welcome to BioGrades TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. Major ethnic groups in Eswatini. The Mountain Kingdom of Swaziland, now known as Eswatini, occupies a small landlocked country in southern Africa. It is one of the smallest countries in Africa with an area of only 6,704 square miles. Swaziland is more or less ethnically homogeneous, being centered around one ethnic group, the Swazi. Nonetheless, there are other minority groups. Let's look at these ethnic groups. Swazi ethnic group. Swazi people speak the Swati language, and it is one of the official languages of the country, the other being English, which is the language of business and commerce. The Swati language is a member of the Nguni language family, which includes Xhosa, Ndebele, and Zulu. The Swati language, being the only general language spoken besides English, has further served to unify the various clans as one primary ethnic group. Nevertheless, Zulu and Tsonga languages are spoken by a few. Marriage among the Swazi are a family affair. Arrangements are initiated by a request to the fathers of the intending couple by the mothers of the couple. Usually, there are two types of marriages among the Swazi. The first is a civil right based on Western marriage practices, which prohibits polygamy but gives allowance for divorce. The second is the traditional marriage, which allows for polygamy. For a woman, this marriage is often binding even when her husband dies. If she remarries, even if under civil laws, all the offsprings from her second marriage are considered as belonging to her late husband. Swazi traditional marriage is called umtsimba. On the week of the ceremony, the bride and her relatives go to the groom's home on a Friday evening. Then the following day, the bridal party would go sit by a nearby river and eat goat or cow meat offered by the groom's family. In the afternoon, they commence dancing in the groom's homestead. On Sunday, the bride is smeared with red ochre. This act of smearing is the high point of marriage ceremony. No woman can be smeared twice by Swazi tradition. Traditionally, all young Swazi girls were required to remain virgins until marriage. In the event that a girl becomes pregnant outside wedlock, her family would have to pay a fine of a cow to the village chief. The family would also be required to perform some labor in service to the Queen Mother. One prominent ceremony among the Swazi is the Nkwala or first fruit ceremony. It is a sacred ceremony of kingship which is observed as an annual festival of thanksgiving, prayer, and atonement. It is regarded as the most important and sacred of all ceremonies among the Swazi. During the Nkwala, the inhabitants gather at the royal kraal for several weeks for traditional dancing. There is also the Umlanga reed dance ceremony. During the dance, the girls cut reeds and present them to the Queen Mother. The festival is an opportunity for unwed women to pay homage to the King and Queen Mother. The ceremony is also meant to attract unmarried girls from whom the king chooses new brides. It is one of the most colorful ceremonies among the Swazi. Girls help around the home with house chores and taking care of the younger children. Boys tend to the herding of cattle and goats. Children begin their cultural trainings as soon as they are able to speak. Staple foods among the Swazi include sorghum and maize, which is often served with goat's meat. Sugarcane, tobacco, rice, corn, peanuts are common crops grown. The majority of the Swazis identify as Christians, although traditional religions which mix tradition with Christianity are common. When faced with major crisis or extreme need, the Christians among them will often turn to traditional beliefs and medicine for solutions. Swazi people patronize traditional healers called Sangoma. These healers are believed to have been chosen by the ancestors for particular families. To become a healer, one must go through a training program called Kwetfwasa, where the art of healing is learned. King Mswati III is the reigning monarch and head of state of Eswatini since 1986. Other ethnic groups there are Zulu, Tonga, and Shanagan, and they are increasingly identifying themselves as Swazi. Which have we missed out of these ethnic groups? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.